Hi, this is Robert.
Chad.
We both wreck songs in our own band called boysetsfire. Sometimes we wreck other people's songs too, but we're not allowed in those bands.
Beer. Beer.
If I'm really partying hard, like if I'm partying fucking hard, raging, then I'll drink alcohol-free beer, which someone earlier told me, you know, there's some alcohol in there. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. This really happened. I said, I sometimes like an alcohol-free beer because I don't drink. And then he was like, you know, that one straight-edge dude, listen, man, you're really drinking because there is alcohol in it. And I said, so is in perfume that your mother wears. Well, fuck her. And he looked at me. And I was like, okay, fair enough. And he wandered off. I never fucked his mom, ever. Alcohol-free beer, I love that. And you know what? Here comes the lamest answer that you'll ever get in the history of interviewing any band, because I really, sincerely, deeply appreciate water. There you go. Fuck you. The musician that fascinates me the most and had probably the biggest influence is a not very famous guy called George Harrison. He played with a couple of friends in Liverpool. Some people might know him from that. I think that he's a fascinating guy, and he, you know, had a lot to do with bringing Indian culture into Western music. My second pick is Bob Marley. Same reason, just as an artist, an interesting cat, and someone I love reading about, reading interviews and all that kind of stuff. And number 3 is Oasis, because I love Noel Gallagher. I think he's the funniest interviewer, or how do you say that? The funniest guy to be interviewed ever. So when I'm bored at home, that's what I do. I read about George Harrison, or I watch interviews by Noel Gallagher.
I would back you with the Beatles. Easy.
How can you not name them, right?
Yeah,
I mean, that'd just be silly.
And an easy pick for me would again be old Metallica, and that's why
old
play guitar.
Right.
And right now I would also say Off With Their Heads, because I just love what they do.
A band that I have never heard. I have yet to check out. But Chad says
band.
they're great, and that's usually good enough for me.
What a day! What a lovely day!
I could come up with all kind of cool dudes now, you know, Ed Norton, or like, you know, real actors. The actor I enjoy most watching, because I love romantic comedies, is Hugh Grant. A guy who doesn't even want to act. I just like the guy, watching the guy doing what he doesn't like to do. Yeah, he's
in
just
pain.
And he can't act, so all he plays is himself.
Yeah.
Like this really like distraught, wealthy, single dude who gets laid but isn't sure if that's okay.
Yeah.
I love it. I have a newfound respect for Ice Cube just all around as a dude. I love watching his face.
Right.
He's like awesome. I'm not sure if she knows, but I love Kate Winslet. I love her. I wanted to hold her on that fucking Titanic ship, but she chose someone else.
Yeah, I really enjoy watching Tina Fey. I think she's awesome.
Yep.
And Will Ferrell, to keep it light and humorous. But I don't know who else I could say.
Would you have held Will Ferrell on the Titanic ship?
I would have. Yeah, for sure. I would have let him draw me. I don't know. I'll leave it at 2.
All right. That's kind of harsh, because it's like naming your children. Like, what's your favorite child?
Bled Dry. I really like playing that. I would also have to say Knife Trade is fun live. Mm-hmm. And a song I disliked literally until it was recorded, So Long and Thanks for the Crutches. I love that song.
On the new record, it's a song called Ordinary Lives that I really like. I really like Management versus Labor, because I have spent many years bad-mouthing that song, and then I rediscovered it on the anniversary tour, because I just thought the title is so god-awful stupid. And then I know it's after a book, but I just never liked it. It sounded too like easy, cut and dry and easy, but the song, I love the song. And then to play, I have to say, I think Bled Dry.
Super fun. Mm-hmm. Master of Puppets. Wildflowers by Tom Petty. And maybe South of Heaven. Might have to put that in there.
Shelter, Mantra is the name of the record. Shelter is the name of the band. Vulgar Display of Power by a young upstarting music project called Pantera. And number 3, because I am not allowed to listen to anything else for the last couple of years due to it being my daughter's favorite record, and she's kind of the boss of the household, she's 4, is the first self-titled album by a Scottish band called Las Vegas. And it's all I'm allowed to listen to in my own car because the 4-year-old dictator says so. That's easy for me because I never played one in my life. I tried Street Fighter once, but then I found out that I like fighting on the street a lot more than playing that stupid game, so I stuck to that.
Your thumbs weren't so tough?
Yeah.
All time, I would say Sim City. I also really enjoyed, I just had them, Doom, which was awesome. And
Madden, perhaps?
Madden, that's the other one I was thinking of.
I know about those guys playing, but
play.
yeah, I've seen them play plenty. Because you got to think, when we started touring, we toured before there was the fucking backstage room where no one talks and everyone is behind the MacBook like it is now. We actually did stuff together. We actually still do. We're old school. But there's nothing more boring than the backstage rooms of younger bands. Silent. Sometimes you hear the FaceTime noise. They're like, but that's it.